XCOM2, yet again. Hello, we're back with more XCOM. Last time we finished our second mission, technically first mission, outside of, the opening gatecrasher. And it was a rip-roaring success, as they say, in the trade of mission completions. We took care of looking after an alien device, and the alien device and its family are increasingly grateful for our efforts. We've got no one wounded, which is a nice place to be, but we have got quite a few people tired. We've got a couple of folks on an infiltration mission just now, as well as on covert actions. I believe that we will probably see the infiltration mission... Oh, rookies. How nice. Fairly quickly. We are currently waiting on this to reach 200% overinfiltration, so we get the additional squad member for the mission. We're closing in on our first supply drop, which usually comes alongside a retaliation mission, where we'll discover so many things about ourselves, first of all, and also which chosen we've got. And really, it's probably the chosen thing that we're a bit more interested in. The Advent Officer autopsy is about to finish as well, and we got Fire Axis pop up here, which is going to award us with a scientist in 13 days. We could increase the region income. Right now, though, our scanning is going all in on the supplies.
Avenger plotting new course.
But I'm about to be interrupted by a certain scientist when I click this button. So let's see what Tigan has to say.
I take it this was easier than your last procedure, Doctor.
Central, Commander. Yes, I find the process to be far less disconcerting when the subject has already expired. The results, however, it's best you see for yourself. My autopsy of the Advent Captain has confirmed the existence of an implant, similar in design to the unit I extracted from the Commander. But there are differences.
What kind of differences?
The data you see is being pulled directly from this Advent Captain's implant. The sequence here is essentially you, Commander. Or at least the tactical information they were processing through your mind. As you can see, the data is nearly identical.
They were using you against us.
Yes, however, the Advent data shows signs of decay. Removing the Commander from their network has likely caused significant damage.
Network?
Yes, what we're seeing here is a psionic network. These implants are capable of receiving and transmitting information, a great deal of information, somehow encoded in a stream of psionic energy. My working theory? Advent uses this network to augment the tactical readiness of its troops, as well as disseminate orders from its central command. Observe. Even in the subject's diminished condition, the implant continues to have an effect. A truly astonishing achievement.
Or a weakness?
Potentially. But I need direct access to their network to know for sure.
I'm guessing that won't be easy.
We'd need an active link. And that would mean hacking a live Advent officer.
Like I said, not easy. Still, it's the best lead we've got. Your call, Commander.
New objective added.
That is going to give us access to, quite importantly, the Proving Ground facility, and our next main objective, which is to complete the Skulljack project in the Proving Ground. This is probably going to take just that little bit of time to take care of. But that's fine. We've got that time. In the meanwhile, I'm inclined to actually go for the Assault Trooper autopsy. I'd quite like access to the magnetic grenade, so we'll get that on the go. 3 days is absolutely fine. In fact, it's probably going to be the next thing we see if Lady Luck's on our side. And at the moment, supplies are our main sort of bottleneck. So yeah, until chances are we're probably going to see at least 2 more missions before we could even start construction on the proving ground. But considering we had a bit of a quiet period where we had no missions, I think going from none to potentially 3 in a row is a pretty interesting place to be. I just hope that we're going to be able to field enough troops to maintain 3 missions back to back. We should be fine, but all of a sudden I'm feeling just that tiny little bit worried at the fact we've only got 7 ready. But we'll see how it works out. I've got the faith, you know. And if you've got faith, then you could do anything, is what I was told once upon a time by somebody. We're at 200% on the covert infiltration. 225% would give us even more bonuses to that detection radius and more crit. I am gonna just quickly check who's on this mission. I think we can probably go for it at this moment. Okay. Full in terms of tiredness or will or brain, depending on your proclivities. Tactical's probably going to be tired after this, considering that Ramia has like no will whatsoever and no brain whatsoever. Again, proclivities dependent. That's pretty much guaranteed to being tired there. In fact, Ozymix likely tired, and indeed Zari likely tired. So we're not really going to be able to field these 4 again. However, we have got a squad for anything that takes us by surprise. So the decision now, really, is do we take this now? Or do we wait a little bit? And just looking at the 30 hours on the assault trooper there, it kind of feels like we wait that 30 hours, see how close to the 225% we are, and then make the decision once this research completes, because that'll give us access to the new grenade. We'll not be able to use it on this mission because those guys are already in the field, but it makes sense to me in my brain. And as we just previously established, Raimir has got small brain, so that's what we're going to do. And we got the 225. Oh. That's a huge bonus. Especially considering we're going to be rescuing a VIP. I am really sort of dicing with things a little bit, but I'm going to push for that 250% overinfiltration because that bonus is too good not to have.
Outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
That's our magnetic grenade made available, which is super nice. It's concussive grenade, augmented by magnetic technology, and can knock back enemies. And that's really convenient because I was thinking about doing hybrid materials next. So yeah, we can get that done in 1 day. I'll take it.
Our highest priority.
Thank you very much, Tygan. 15 hours. Wow, okay. Infiltration mission expiring? Oh, I completely forgot about this one. Whoops. Kind of unfortunate that I completely forgot about it, because the intel would have been nice. That's the intel that we lost from the interception on the mission we did before. It's fine. We'll not do this one. I'm not in immediate need of intel. I've got nothing really to spend it on presently. The black market's still got 10 days remaining on it. And we're not going to be expanding our sort of influence, I guess you'd call it. Resistance contact network, that's the actual words I was looking for. I'm not going to be expanding that for a little while yet, so kind of annoying that I completely forgot that mission was available, but hey, what can you do?
We completed our research in remarkable time, Commander.
We did. 15 hours, mate. Good job. I don't tend to use the nanoscale vest that often, because I prefer the grenade over the additional health, and operate on a just don't get shot sort of mentality.
Knowing that my past surgical experience is limited, I am sure the crew appreciates that I hone my skills on fallen Advent forces before triaging our own wounded. To the uninitiated, the common Advent trooper is seemingly human. The aliens have disguised its most glaring divergence from the human form with a carefully designed helmet.
I like that they operate on like Yakuza / Like a Dragon rules, where a helmet, hat, sunglasses or something is a perfectly acceptable disguise. Okay, this is our fully over-infiltrated rescue mission. We're just gonna double check the squad. So we've got Zari, Aussie Mix Tactical Rymir, and a special guest star, courtesy of the Resistance. So let's get in there. I quite like this little detail we're about to see.
The Resistance is asking for our help in rescuing an important VIP of theirs that was recently captured by Advent forces in this region. Recon indicates plenty of hostile activity in the area. We'll need to lock down the AO, secure the VIP, and eliminate all enemy contacts standing in our way. Thank
you very much, Central. Yeah, I quite like this detail here. We're not actually on the Sky Range because these guys, of course, have been on the ground for a little while. It's nice. And I've also just spotted that we're in an Advent priority area of Toronto. I like Toronto. Lovely city. Can't imagine the XCOM2 variant is, though.
-15, we have a confirmed location for the VIP. Move to rendezvous. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
Oh, I love the spoilers as well of being able to see exactly where the enemies are.
Position is obscured.
This should be a pretty by-the-numbers mission, all said and done. I've completely lost track of the evac. There's our evac. We're not terribly far from it. And we've got at least 2... Okay, we've got 6 enemies on this map. This is... So there's 4 there. Where's the last pack then? There they are. Okay, so... Yeah. Ah, look at all of this visibility. You don't get to see this very often. Who have we been joined by as well? Leonardo Palacio, who is... just a rookie. With a crossbow? Okay, sure. I'm not sure it was worth the infiltration, but hey, you never know. Maybe Leonardo here will do some good work. We'll see. I think what we'll do is we'll try and capture this roof and then move across that way. So our way up is this drain pipe. Or that drain pipe. Oh, do we go to the left or do we go to the right? Historically, I would be well in for going to the left, but right might be better depending on the movement of these guys. We'll see what happens. Let's get a hustle on.
Good to go.
Oh, this is great.
Getting it done.
We can just
Got it.
get all up in that business without worrying, because we know where the enemies are. It's you should be alright there. Oh, that's our first set of Pathfinders, actually. We haven't seen them yet. Pretty early mission for them to appear. They are interesting new enemy type that we'll be dealing with. Sectoid and Trooper. It looks like it's just 3 packs of 2 each, huh? Okay, we can comfortably get on this roof now, which is super nice. So Aussie mix first, I think. We will actually not hug that because we don't need to maintain visibility.
Affirmative.
We'll just get into
I'm all over it.
as reasonable a position as we can. We'll pop our rookie there. And then it looks like Zari and Rabia are dragging the rear.
Go, go, go. Getting it done. Enemy movement ahead.
We know, Aussie Bix, we know. They are a cool looking enemy. With their like sort of cloaks and what have you. All it takes for me to think something's cool is just a cloak. Got a good cloak, you're my kind of person. I think we can probably afford one more round of getting into position before we sort of commit to an attack. I'm feeling like we can probably take this set of 4, but we'll get into some additional positions and then figure things out. Because the one concern I do have is that what if they decide to path up here, right? So
Heading to that location.
Getting it done.
let's just get up as close as we can. That's so interesting, this crossbow.
On the move.
I'm kind of curious to see what work it can do. So, you know, crossbows are
On the
cool.
move.
It's like a bow. Don't really know where I was going with that. You can just Overwatch there for now. These guys are slowly making their way to where I want to pick a fight. Okay, the sectoid and the trooper there moving away. Alright, we have definitely got luxuries going on here. So Zari, first of all, you are our marksman, and I'm going to need you to set up a brace this turn. So I think this is probably going to be you.
Understood. Moving out.
So
I have eyes on the enemy.
yes, you do. Mentioned this when I think it was Zari that got the first marksman promotion. Brace takes its action to set up, and firing their sniper rifle would take 2 actions, so they can't brace and then fire in the same turn. The brace gives a insane amount of bonuses to their weapon range and ability to actually hit targets. So if we activate it, swing back over to Zari, and come down here, bonuses now, at the minute it's that 8 bonus vision and standard weapon range, as well as that, yeah, it primarily impacts things like crit chances. All told though, pretty nice. Aussie Mix, our tech specialist. It's a shame we can't get there safely, but never mind. I actually think down here might not be the worst position. I'd prefer to keep you high, because I'm probably going to use that bullpup on an Overwatch. So we'll bring you to
Moving to
just
position.
behind. Alright, tactical on the other hand, this is just not brilliant. Little peekings. Little peekings? Good grief. Oh, that's not an unreasonable spot. The trick of it is it would open you up to flanking, and you are a medic. Let's just hold you
Moving to
back.
position.
Rymir is our assault, so I am going to want you as close as possible. So you can drop down there.
Location.
And then we've got Leonardo Palacio, who is our guest star. You know, we'll pop you over by Tactical just for the time being.
Affirmative, covering now.
I'm on it.
And then we'll get this show on the road. Hopefully before these two guys get into combat range. And as these guys move away from it. Alrighty. So I think, Ozzy, you are gonna go on. See, now I'm thinking I would like to use Romeo here as a potential finish off on that sectoid. So, Zari, how much damage are you going to do 4 to 6 and you don't have a shot on the Pathfinder? You presently do not have a shot on anything either, Ozzy. Oh, okay. Let's then open up on the sectoid with this Overwatch. Nice crit. And can Ozzy seal the deal here? On the Pathfinder. We got a hit, that's fine. 4 damage, no less. That sectoid's moved into just such a premium position for us here. It's ideal. That's going to activate another pack, which isn't as ideal. The good news is our Pathfinder buddy has gotten himself into a world of trouble here. Now, do we melee this and whip it? Please make this hit, because I'm going to be very upset if you don't. Yeah, you're fine.
Take a look at this. I got it right.
Ooh, some meld and a weapon mod. I'll take it.
It's heavier than it looks.
Alrighty. We can position Tactical here to take out the sectoid, so I think that's what we're gonna do, and we'll move the rookie. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, I'll go. We might need this. I got it, right?
And we have got those Pathfinders coming in. The next guys we're going to deal with is that sectoid and trooper, though. Not too worried about the turn count just yet. Why are you? You've got all sorts of random stuff. You've got a claymore, a crossbow. Yeah. All right.
We've got admin here.
And that's the Pathfinders. Cool. Okay, crossbow.
Watch the flanks, they're moving.
Ah, that has activated these guys as well. I don't much care for where they've gone to. Have they activated? No, they haven't, because I'm still getting the alert symbol. They just move very quickly. Okay. Let's take a look at what kind of shot Zari's looking at here. 68 and 58. We can do better. Where is... We didn't actually bring someone who can hook a grenade across the map with a grenade launcher, which isn't the best. What's your throwing arm like there, Ozzy? Actually, it's pretty solid. We could get in a little bit closer with that. I think... Oh, we can't get you in that high cover though, which is just the tiniest bit unfortunate. That's also going to activate an Overwatch from this Pathfinder in the back. Okay. What's your shot looking like? Tactical? Kind of rubbish. This all said and done, we can negate the Overwatch with a combat protocol, which I think is actually what we're going to do. I need to find 4 damage for the Pathfinder and 5 damage for the Hunter in the back there. No grenade from yourself, no grenade from yourself. You've got a Claymore. What's your throwing arm looking like? That Claymore's potentially going to get where I need it to be. So let's bring you down here. I think that's like our second Delirium core or something, which is nice. Having an advanced expanded magazine is fantastic as well. Can't. Oh, we can. There we go. Good job. And then we'll use... You don't have a shot on the Claymore from there, huh? Okay. You do from there, though, which is what I'm looking for.
I guess that'll be okay.
And pop those. Look at that. 2 for 1. We just now need to take care of these 2. So I think we will just switch this cover to here. Get an Overwatch on the go. Get an Overwatch on the go. Oh, as if they didn't come through the door. And I don't think Zari's going to end up with a shot if we were to get to work on this. So let's... Oh god, that's an unfortunate predicament that that sectoid's corpse has found itself in. They can't see us. So I expect them to come through this door. So let's set up into some more favourable flanking positions for when that happens.
What's over there?
It's just... I actually feel a little bit bad for the Advent on this mission. I can't pretend otherwise.
I'm going.
Overwatch on yourself. Overwatch again. You need a reload.
Locked and loaded.
Then you can Overwatch.
Scanning.
And Zari, again, not really favouring the shot from Zari on this one, but we'll see, we'll see.
Scanning.
Hi! Nothing worse than stepping through a door that doesn't actually open when you come through it and then getting a shotgun to the face. That's an interesting direction for you to run.
I'm under fire.
Okay. Can you reach the sectoid? Is my first question. Yes, you can. Alright, let's see if you can just take care of this business.
Taking fire.
It's a good thing that I completely ignored that Overwatch,
Got that one.
because I probably wouldn't have just gone for that had I realised the Overwatch was in the mix. Cool. And then I guess we can just sort of bring Ozzy around this corner to do a little bit of bullying of their own. Or miss it entirely. Oh, you're not kidding when you say that's not good. Oh boy. I didn't necessarily want to use the guest star, but we might have to. That's a pretty nice hit chance. Yeah, alright, see you later.
What did you expect?
Well, Ozzy, you tried.
Seems doable.
But that's effectively mission accomplished. We just now need to get out of here.
On it.
So Zari can just hack this door. Although, actually, seeing as we've got the chance of those caches, and we've got the turns to spare, I'm going to get Aussie to hack that door, seeing as they've actually got hacking capabilities.
I'm going.
Tactical's already gone home.
Just in time.
I really hope we don't get any
I hope it's worth it.
reinforcements between now and us getting out of here, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Hack. Yeah, they're better chances. I guess we just go for the. Oh, it's not gonna work. No, we'll go for the. We'll go for the 65%. Aha. I'll just put my crystal ball away. Oh well. The important thing is that the VIP is sorted. How far can you get? Oh, okay. Let's just
No need to ask twice.
Go, go, go!
yeah, I think we're probably gonna make this.
We're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
But then I look at where you are, Ozzy Mix, and think, oh no, hang on a second. So let's just get a quick Overwatch trap on the go for these landing.
I'm trusting you here.
We can get the VIP straight out. Zari, let's. Oh man, where can we pop you? That isn't going to be wholly inconvenient on the next turn. I guess we can just go here actually, and then set that brace up. Overwatch for thee. Overwatch for thee. You go home. And then we've got our guest star here as well, who I think we'll just set a pistol Overwatch up on. Wow. Mech.
Advent forces sighted.
Oh, it's a riot mech. You can land a shot. So proud. Bye, mech.
That's it.
It's a great introduction to one of the additional enemy types that we've got going on here. They land and immediately just get done. I think there's no real need for us to wait around here. We might as well see if we can get a pop on this guy from a flanking position. Aussie is done, so you can just head home. Ramir can take the shot from here. We'll bring our little friend home as well, and Zari isn't going to get a shot this go. Probably going to miss. Yeah. Oh, you got it with the stock. That's fine.
Dead. It has to be dead.
And that's us. The final enemy that dropped down there was the security bit, which always comes alongside one of these right control mechs and provides support to that mech, can heal it, things like that. We'll probably see those again fairly soon, so we'll get to see a bit more about what they do. But this mission was really just in, out, taken care of.
Mission accomplished.
All those extra bonuses we were able to rack up from the overinfiltration just really ensured that we would have had to try to fail that mission. Missing that shot is going to exist on your permanent record forevermore, Ozzy. I've decided that's what's happening here. Zari only managed to get one shot in that mission, just because I actually think bringing Zari along as a marksman probably wasn't the best decision, but that was primarily due to the speed at which we were able to rip through the map. The positioning I chose for Zari on the rooftop there wasn't ideal either. Didn't really get a huge amount of visual, but then we didn't really need it. Tactical, 2 for 2 on their shots. Only 1 kill though, only 3 damage dealt. Interesting. And then MVP. You're probably always going to get an MVP on your assault infantry in missions like this, where you can just be a little bit silly with things, because you know the assault infantry is super good if you've got information such as we had there.
All Advent gene therapy clinics will be closed tomorrow for equipment upgrades. Initial reports that the suspension of services were the result of dissident activity have been dismissed as radical propaganda.
Rise up and fight. Join the fight. We need to work on our slogans for these posters. As far as infiltration missions go, that one was a very nice, relaxing introduction.
Still wondering what hit 'em. Let's keep it up, Commander.
That promotion there as well is really nice, and actually it's only Ozzy that ended up tired, which I'm really pleased about, because that means we've got access to these guys, well, whatever comes up next. Promotion then, I think we took prep for entry on someone else. Can't quite remember now. Irrespective of any of that, I am going to go for Honed Edge here and just make sure that the sword attacks basically become guaranteed hits and get that extra crit chance, which is nice. Our other options are prep for entry. Makes it so you can pop a grenade without costing an action at a reduced throw range. It's actually quite a nice little ability. In the middle one here, Zone of Control, that CQB dominance passive that the assault's got going on, where they get bonuses the closer they are to their enemies, that just increases that zone by 1. Yeah, Honed Edge for that guaranteed hit on melee attacks is super useful early doors, so that's what we're going to go with. Zari's cloak just had a bit of a moment there. And we recovered Nathan Gregory, our second scientist, as well as bit of extra aim on reaction shots, on fairly close range reaction shots, but even so, always nice. And the meld will come into play a little bit later on. That's going to help our research out pretty significantly. I'm kind of hoping that we see an engineer coming up soon, though. I'd like a second engineer before too long passes. Let's get straight back into the tactical layer, strategy layer, and see what happens next. We are going to see a covert action finish off, and we're probably going to see this trooper autopsy finish as well.
Against the elders, we find nothing but success.
Couple of promotions coming in there, so we'll check those out. And we got a gas grenade as well. I'll have to check out what that is. Grim promoted and Giga promoted, so let's see what those guys are going to be. And let's just take a quick look at that gas grenade as well. Congratulations, Tactical, you are our guinea pig here. Larger radius than standard frags. Poison gas, dramatic effect on organic enemies, slowing them and doing damage over time. Alright, cool. Apparently it shreds armor for 1 as well. Alright, that's pretty nice actually. I'm down for that. Nothing like a bit of slowing people down and what have you. So, Giga and Grim. Let's go for Grim first. pretty low aim overall. So hopefully not a marksman, but we'll see. Tech specialist or phalanx. We've already got 2 techs. The phalanx with 1 dodge. I mean, I kind of suggested that 2 dodge was fine. I'd really like higher dodge numbers for a phalanx, but ultimately, yeah, our second phalanx is Grim. And kind of already covered on what the phalanx is capable of. So we'll surely see Grim in the field soon. And then for Giga, again, below average aim there. What you're going to be. Marksman, not too enthusiastic about you being a marksman with 64 aim, unfortunately. So I think you will probably be our 3rd combat engineer. Although now that I'm looking at the numbers, I would like a 2nd marksman before too long. Hopefully we'll see someone promoted into such a position who's got a little bit higher aim than that. But all said and done, combat engineers are pretty damn nice. They are the guys who come equipped with the flamethrower rocket launcher. So yeah. Cool. Giga the engineer. And we have got one more covert action going on. Let's see if we can take another covert action here then. Because, yeah, 13 available. Although, that said... gaining the ability points would be quite nice, actually. 9 days for some ability points? Sure. We've got one more rookie in Clav. So we'll not put you in that slot. 'Cause let me check it. 40 actually, maybe you do go in that slot. You know what? Yeah, you do go in the will slot. Let's get you a bit of more will. 40 is quite low. And then... we can afford a combat engineer here. And I think we'll send Giga back out on a covert and keep Huckett there available. Lunko will be coming back to the floor in 5 days' time as well. So yeah, Giga, get yourself back out there. Maybe equip you with a weapon as well. You can have a shotgun, I think. It's probably going to be a bit more suitable for that 69 aim. And I'm not going to spend the intel because we can afford the extra few days that it would take one of these guys to recover on condition they got wounded, and it is only a minor risk as well. So see you guys in 10 days.
My followers will lead this action to victory.
All right, closing in on that supply drop.
Nothing on the local comms. Advent's been quiet lately. I'm guessing we have you to thank for that.
Our pleasure, Den Mother. Enjoy it while it lasts.
We plan to. Our water purification
Massive
system...
signal coming from the Advent Network Tower. It's global. Sir, I think you'll want to see this.
Fellow citizens, for 20 years, the Advent Coalition has worked tirelessly to repair the ravages and injustices of the old world. Under our stewardship, our cities prosper, our people flourish, and our world heals. And yet, among us, there are still those who would refuse to acknowledge the truth, who are determined to see all that we have achieved crumble.
Multiple radar contacts on approach to Haven Alpha 7.
That must end.
Even as I speak to you today,
Got incoming on approach.
Your
signal's breaking up.
Outlying territories to end this scourge once and for all.
They're right on top of you.
Losing you, Avenger.
Raise them again.
We will ensure your continued safety and well-being throughout this crisis.
Get your people out of there.
With your cooperation,
Overinfiltration, we will overcome these radical elements and usher in another 20 years of peace and prosperity.
They don't stand a chance. Commander, we should get a squad ready to deploy.
Our first retaliation mission has arrived. Okie dokie. Let's put the squad together. High explosives. What were they doing at that resistance base? Okay. Operation Tenacious Dance. I like it. Cool.
Setting course for the Eastern U.S. precinct.
Commander, I've got trace chemical readings throughout that area showing a mix of volatile compounds. If we're not careful, that whole place could end up on fire.
Unfortunately, we can't access the mag grenade just yet. We're missing the alloys. Let's put a squad together. Given that this is the first retaliation mission, I'm going to be bringing our heaviest hitters. Unfortunately, our Templar Nacho isn't going to be available for this mission. Well, they are available, but tiredness means that they're a little bit less useful, I suppose is the best way of putting it. But what can you do, right? I'm going to bring Hooker as a combat engineer. We want a medic, so I think that's a secure slot for tactical. We'll bring Rymir as assault. Although now that I think about it, we have got Reed there as well with the free grenade, which might be a bit more useful. Guaranteed damage, free grenade. Tough call that, actually. I think AIM is going to clinch this decision. It means that Reed is probably going to be ready to go for at least 2 missions coming up as well, because they're pretty much on it. So yeah, that's that sorted. I think bringing Shandin as the Marine. The decision here is effectively Shandin versus Apprehension, because they both do similar roles. Ooh, tough decision time. I'm actually thinking now, do I just bring both Shandin and Apprehension? And yeah, I am, because I'm looking at that 81 aim on Shandin there, and I'm pretty keen about that. And our last posting, probably Grim as a Phalanx. Getting that in the field would be quite useful. And Zed is currently tired. So yeah, let's. Although then Marksman actually would be massive. I think Marksman kind of seals this. Okay, so we've got Apprehension and Rymir will be our sort of flanking kill confirms. We've got a medic in tactical, we've got Hookert as our combat engineer, and Shandin as our fire support with Zara in the background hooking shots when he can. I think we'll give Hooks the gas grenade that we picked up and probably switch you. No, we'll keep you on the cannon actually. And do I want you to be on the cannon as well, or no? I think we'll keep you on the assault rifle actually. To give you that bit of extra mobility. Got the frost grenade. Yeah, I think this is going to be us for Operation Tenacious Dance. First retaliation mission of the campaign. So we will get on that next time. So thanks very much as always, and see you then.